a third grade teacher. Obviously, you guys are here normally for my Scrappy related stuff, but I wanted to come on here just because there is a bunch of us that are teachers in this new crazy world called distance online learning. And I'm going to tell you this. I absolutely have been loving distant learning. Now, I did my college this way, so for me, this is normal online learning experience. I've done it as a teacher side, and then obviously as like an instructor, and then obviously as a student. So this has been tons and tons and tons of fun. So, but what I have seen is that I want to do a distant learning tag. Now, I was watching one of my teachers that I follow because he is a very tech savvy guru type person, and so am I. And so that's Darren. And then his friend, Marie Morris, which is the Caffeinated Classroom, she and him decided to come up with this distant learning online tag. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. So I'm going to do this tag. And I thought it would be fun. So if there's anybody that wants to join in on doing their profession as a teacher and do a tag like this and do a face-to-face, everything will be linked down below. Obviously, make sure you go follow. If you do follow teacher vlogs or anything like that, go ahead and check out these two. They're amazing. I follow them, and I followed them even before I was a teacher just because they are just cool, and I always have learned something from them, especially, you know, because I do teach my daughter as well. So with that being said, there are some takes, and I am going to read. So if you see me looking crossword, it's because I'm looking at the stuff. So the very first question is, what is your current teaching status? I am actually on distant learning. The day that I film this, which is on Sunday, we're rolling into our third week. So we have been out, the children have been out since the 17th of March for our district in Augusta, Georgia. And I was officially done in school on the 17th of March and started our online distance learning since the 18th of March. We are rolling into our spring break coming up on the 4th of April. So we will have a week off where we will be doing 3 weeks of online distance learning and then a week off for spring break. And then we come back on online distance learning on the 14th of April. Now, the state of Georgia has kept us out till the 24th of April. Now, we do not have like complete control. We can still stay out longer. So when we found out that we were closing the schools, not the online learning process, but closing the schools and then going online, ours is until further notice. So we don't have an end date. We obviously have to mandate this, whatever the governor or the state states, but we can also go out longer. We are done as of the 24th of May. So if we do come back on the 24th of April, we will only have a month worth of school, which is about 4 weeks, 5 weeks left. We're already into our fourth quarter, so we'll see what happens. That's where we're at, and it is what it is. How long is our school out? I just answered that. I really don't know. We are on the unknown. Yes, we do have to follow the state of Georgia and what they state, but at the end of the day, we don't know when we're going back. We're on an unknown status. So we just go week by week. We have facility meetings and that kind of stuff through via Skype, and we just go from there. What is your best DIS learning teacher advice? Do not give the students more than what they would have seen in school. For example, we have done where before in school, we would give them one sheet double-sided to do for their work. I'm a math and science teacher. So for our third graders, they have two teachers. One for math and science, which is me, and then my counterpart teaches the ELA and social studies. We have broken down what they would have done in school down to day by day and then added 2 weeks of lessons. So for an example, that double-sided math sheet actually is only single-sided, and they only have like 6 to 10 questions that they have to answer all week long. So they get all of their work on Mondays, and then it's all due on Fridays with an assessment or like a quiz in their 2 subjects. And then spelling words and an assessment, a spelling words for ELA, and then an assessment for social studies. So on Fridays, for the most part, most of my students now start at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're done by noon. Most of my parents or grandparents or whoever are watching them have been able to break it down now that they do like 1 or 2 questions a day just to keep them going in math. But then at the end, all of their worksheets and everything is done, and all they have is their assessments to do, just like if they were in school. So that's my best advice. My best advice as a teacher to you is to break it down and only give them a little bit of work, because you remember, even though that we're in for 8 hours a day, they aren't teaching, we are not teaching, and they're not doing work 8 hours a day. So remember that it should only be about an hour to 2 hours a day that they should be spending on schoolwork. So break it down. What is your favorite social distancing snack? I am still getting M&Ms. As a scrappy person, you guys know that I've always said that my favorite stuff has always been M&Ms or like pretzels. I'm still getting that. It doesn't matter. And the other thing is coffee. Here's my favorite mug. Y'all know that I always have a mug. Here's mine. It's the word joy. It's Ray Dunn. It's my favorite. One of my favorite cups. My other one is black and it says Mamacita, and then I've got other ones. But coffee and M&Ms, they're still my same. I'll make my husband go out and get them. Have you picked up any new skills? Ultimately, you have to remember to set, like, your whole time management changes. So you have to remember that when your office hours are done, you're done. And then you just pick up right where you left off the next day. And that is one thing that I had to change. The first week, I had parents messaging me up and down everywhere. It was crazy. And really, in retrospect, I opened myself up to the weekends. Now that we're into week 3 and the second week is done, I'm now strictly stick to my school hours. We normally start at 9 a.m. in the morning or 8:30 with morning duty, and then we're done at 4:30 with our afternoon duty. So really it's 9 to 4, and I stick to that. I go 9 to 4. Every once in a while I'll have a couple of parents maybe message me right after 4 o'clock. I'll answer those, but the rest I wait until the next day. It's because I need a break too. What are your Netflix recommendations? Now, I will tell you this. I am not the typical person. I watch a lot of YouTubes, but on my Netflix right now I am watching All American. It's a football series that is based out of Los Angeles, Beverly Hills area. That's what I watch. I'm into that. I do watch, I have finished You, the season 2. I've watched season 1, season 2. I finished You. I finished up watching The Ranch. That is Ashton Kutcher's 8 season thing. That's an amazing, it's 30-minute blips. Love it. I laughed. But that's what I've been watching. That's kind of where I'm at. What habits have you picked up? I really haven't picked up any habits. Do I not set an alarm anymore? Yeah, I dropped the alarm business off because I do get up anyway. There is no habits that I've picked up. I still scrapbook. Obviously, as you can tell, this is on my scrapping thing. So I still do all of that, crafting and all of those type of hobbies. I've just added a little bit more. I'm doing a little bit more. From a scale from 1 to 10, what is your anxiety level? The very first week, it was like above a 10. Now that I'm into the 3rd week of doing this, I'm good. Like, it's fine. I'm back to normalcy again. Nothing too big, nothing too small that I can't handle. It's working out well. I'm enjoying it. I'm dual hatting it. That's the one thing I never explained in the beginning. I'm actually dualing it. So, and what I mean by that is I am a parent of a 2nd grader in this district. So I am teaching her, and then I am taking care of 45 students. So I'm dualing it. So I have to make sure her work is done on a weekly basis, and then on top of it, teaching and grading. We still have to grade as best at our abilities on a weekly basis. What is your distance learning OOTD? I use Zoom. I use Zoom a lot. I do use OBS, which is what I'm videotaping this. This is what I use my screen for all the time. I did make up another YouTube channel that is strictly for my class. All of the things are unlisted. Everything is in there just for their safety. I do use that as well. And my outfit, those are my platforms that I use. My outfit is what you see right here. T-shirts, it's whatever I feel like wearing for the day. If I get dressed up, I may, do my hair like today. I did my hair. I do Zoom twice a week, so I make sure that I do look at least from the up down. It's all good. This is what I look like every day. When I go to school, it's kind of the same thing. So that's my OOTD. Like I said, I have like 2 platforms. I do a lot of online stuff already, so I do not have to show face a lot, but I do show face because of Zoom. So I do make sure that I look presentable, and I get up and I get dressed, and I do follow that. I make sure that my daughter has that same schedule. If your students were watching this, what would you say to them? Hi, I hope you're doing well. I hope that everything is going good. Don't play your parents. That is the one thing. Do not play your parents, because you know your parents are going to message me, and I am going to get you straight. So don't play your parents. Just do the work. Just do the work. And then most importantly, have fun. What do you miss most about your class? And then this is where you state whatever you feel like it. The most thing that I do miss about my classroom is just the enjoyment of listening to the kids talk and play. Now, I do not miss telling my kids to be quiet every day. I do not miss going in to every faculty meeting known to man, telling me that this is what I got to do. I need this mandated. I need that. It's like online learning is whatever we can come up with as a team. And that's the amazing part. That's what I miss. And I am never going to look back after this school year. Like, for them to tell me I need to do this, this, and this, I am so glad I don't have to work. I'm glad that is like, but the thing I do miss is having the kids come in, tell me what they're talking about. I do miss seeing my counterparts' faces. We do talk, like my team is a group of 5, and we literally are an amazing group. We talk like on a daily basis, weekly basis, after school hours, before school hours, we're always engaging. So that has never changed even after we've gone to online learning. We do lesson plans, but they're not lesson plans like if we were in school. Like, we still follow our pacing guide. We are still teaching them everything that we're supposed to be doing. So that is great for that respect. But outside of that, I'm loving the fact that I'm at home. I get to see my family every day. I spend time with my family every day. I do have to teach my daughter, so Monday through Friday, our work schedule is still the same, and we're keeping a lot of the normals. So there you have it. That is the tag. I am going to link all of the questions down below. If you are a teacher and you do follow my scrappiness and you do have a video channel, a YouTube channel, I would love to see this. I love to give you different types of content. It won't be always about teaching, but I thought that this would be cool to at least engage a little bit outside of the scrapping industry and just tell you, hey, I'm still here. I love what I'm doing, and I love the online learning, and I also still love to scrapbook and all of that. So, like I said, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this gives you a little bit of hope that it is okay. I know exactly where you're coming from. I get it. I'm a teacher. I'm a parent. I get this. This is so not new, or this is so new that you don't know what to do. But at the end of the day, remember, we are all there to help you. And I hope that you guys all stay safe. And I hope that you truly have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.